Thanks for tuning in to another show reflection. Hit the thumbs up button. After this show, make sure to go to the home tab so you can check out the new merchandise that's dropping at the night school.
Peace reflections. You are over here with Tariff. Now y'all know you I have my shit together. I ain't got it together today. I ain't, I ain't got it together. Reflection, but while I'm getting it together, hit that like button. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button because you know that Trump said, "Damn, I ain't even got all the way in the office yet, and y'all up here with their bullshit. They threatened to cut off our lights reflection leads. Not all of us, but top part of y'all might be in a little trouble. Y'all might be in a little piece, trouble. Trump said, don't even worry about it. I ain't worried about shit. I ain't worried about nothing, baby. Trump said he playing this shit cool because he got him a plan. He got that hidden hand reflection. I think he got a piece now. This shit, I don't know. Everything over here is highly alleged now. Y'all know I ain't even in the White House, but this shit I heard around the street, up the block, around the corner on the east side of Mars, because you know that's where I'm from, reflection. So you know, listen, we just trying to hear what the people got to say. We trying to hear what they got to say over there in Canada reflection, because I think he trying to get back at Trump. I think he pulling Trump hand, baby. I think he trying to take Trump hand from behind his back, baby. Trump, he like, what? He said, I'll cut your fucking lights off. I don't know what's up with this new tariff. You trying to put taxes on extra shit. Now you may do that over there at the America of the K, baby. Please. Listen, you may do that shit over there in America, baby. But let me tell you how we do it over here in Canada. We'll get thuggish with you. We'll get a little piece of listen. You ain't bullying nobody over here in Canada. I think that's what he was saying to you, Trump. I don't know though. I ain't put no words in his mouth, but I think he was trying to say something like that. And Trump was like, cut off the fucking lights then. Cut them off then. I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it because water is the main supply anyway. So I'm not really even too much just worried about it. You get what I'm saying? Because it's all a part of the agenda any fucking way. Allegedly, to do a piece of NWO reflection. I don't even know about no orders, no new other word reflection. I don't know shit about that. Okay, hit like it's subscribe button. But the people have been saying that our reflection that some people like, listen, I told y'all fucking while y'all was up there voting for his ass. Listen, this is y'all fault. They said everybody who voted for Trump, this is they fault reflections. That's what they trying to say, reflection. They trying to say, listen, I don't know, I ain't got no opinion. But they said reflection that this is y'all fault. They said, who tweet this y'all fault reflection, listen. I wasn't even up there. I ain't go left or right. I was in the middle. I was right there in the middle at the crossroads and shit, baby. Right there at the crossroads. That's all I'm saying, reflection. Listen. And people said this is y'all fucking fault. They don't want to hear nothing. If y'all seen y'all ass over there in the fucking dark with a flashlight and 3 candles, get your candles and your matches and shit together, baby. Get your candles and your matches and shit together. You better get by the Mississippi River. You better get your ass by that Mississippi River, by the Nile River, baby, because they said, listen, Listen, over there in Canada, they threatened to cut y'all shit off reflection, but Trump said, really? He ain't even much worried about it. What I say, he ain't really even much worried about that shit reflection. Listen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's listen to what the people got to say, though. We ain't finna jump to conclusions. We ain't finna go off this social media ass shit reflection. We finna go out there to where the people are. We finna listen at what the people got to say. Listen, hold on. Let me get some shit together. Let's get what the people got to say. Hold on. I'm finna pull up some things. Reflect. First of all, let's see, because this man, he had a lot to say. Keep in mind, I ain't trying to put no words in his mouth and shit. Let me let you listen to what he got to say about Trump and his new tariffs.
Depending how far this goes. We will go to the extent of cutting off their energy, going down to Michigan, going down to New York State, and over to Wisconsin. I don't want this to happen, but my number one job is to protect Ontario, Ontarians and Canadians as a whole. This is coming. It's not if it is, it's coming. And it's coming January 20th or 21st. And we need to be prepared. We need to stand as a country. We need to stand united as Canadians and work hand in hand and shoulder to shoulder with our colleagues across the country. And we're ready to do it.
I don't know now, because some of them in the other countries, I think they over there standing with Trump and shit now. Shit, y'all don't want to be over there in this fight by yourself. I'm just saying reflection, but I don't know. But listen, remember Trump said he was going to put them tariffs at the shit on the borders. He was finna put them tariffs reflection, and the other countries like, okay, listen, we finna go, but we finna go with the order. We finna go with the order or whatever reflection. Now he over here in Canada, I think he finna go off the jump. I think he finna go off the script reflection. Let's listen.
Go to the extent of cutting off their energy, going down to Michigan, going down to New York State, and over to Wisconsin. I don't want this to happen, but my number one job is to protect Ontario, Ontarians and Canadians as a whole. This is coming. It's not if it is, it's coming. And it's coming January 20th or 21st. And we need to be prepared. We need to stand as a country. We need to stand united as Canadians and work hand in hand and shoulder to shoulder with our colleagues across the country. And we're ready to do it.
Reflection. Now I didn't put no words in his mouth. You heard what the fuck he said. He said it ain't no if this shit is coming. You know how the light people see you there. The third light being reflect. What I said, third with the red on it and shit, letting you know, listen, we finna come cut your shit off. Oh yeah, okay, keep playing. We finna come cut your shit off. Whatever. Don't pay this light bill. Don't pay this light bill. I bet you be in the dark though. It ain't no if, it ain't no maybe, it ain't no extensions. Get your flashlights and your candles and shit ready. I'm giving you I'm giving you the date. We gonna come cut that motherfucker off and everything, so it don't be no surprise. I don't want you in there cooking no chicken or none of that shit, cornbread, none of that, because I'm finna come cut your damn lights off. It ain't no if, it ain't no when. Don't put this little extension on it. Don't come over here talking about no extension. Don't come over here, because you had plenty of time to get an extension. Listen, reflection. I think he's saying something like that. What you think? What you think, reflection? Oh my goodness, he thinking about cutting off. I don't think he said it ain't no if. You heard what he said, reflection. Hold on, wait a minute. I heard what he said.
Ontarians and Canadians as a whole. This is coming. It's not if it is, it's coming. And it's coming January 20th or 21st.
He said the light bill is due January the 20th and the 21st. Y'all better have y'all flashlights, candles. You better get your ass by that now, River. You better get your ass by the now, River, baby. And some people said, we told y'all before this shit happened. We told you, listen,
Good morning. Canada is going to cut off our energy supply if Trump gets his way. But my skin looks great. Between Canada and Mexico, who has 60% of our produce, beef, and other things that we use on a daily basis, how's that winning going for you guys? See, the problem with some of you guys is that you think because 2016 to 2020 weren't that bad, that you don't think that it could get any worse. Even though we saw how he treated COVID his last year of his presidency and how that expeditiously affected the economy 2021 and on. Because you guys have short fucking memories. You think, you guys, we survived 4 years, we can do it again. The difference is he's had 4 years to prepare to win again. And that's where you guys forget that there are people much smarter than him around him telling him what to do. And if Trump gets what he wants, tariffs on day one, There's not a single thing that we can purchase that will not be directly affected, immediately affected by him doing it. Food, energy. How are people that are already struggling to make ends meet going to survive? But yes, we got saved from Kamala Harris and her tirade.
All right, ain't no use to going spilling over spoiled milk. Shit, she ain't get in. She ain't get in. Now let's keep it going. What reflection? I'm just saying we ain't gonna keep beating that cow. What I said, we not finna go keep beating that cow. She ain't get in. Reflection list. All right, everybody gonna know her name forever and ever and ever. All right, now hit the like and subscribe button. We over here talking about these folks finna get their energy cut off. Gary, you over there talking about Kamala, whatever, and we talking about these folks finna be in the dark. They finna be in the
So what happens
dark.
if Canada cuts off the United States? That would be called the find out phase. First of all the oil that comes in the United States from Canada would be basically removed from the market because they don't have another way to get it out of the country. So what happens when you take 4 million barrels a day off the global market? What happens to oil prices? Somewhere between 120 and 140 a barrel? Yeah. Gas prices, yeah, we would exceed that $5.
Do y'all remember that man that created the car that used to run on water? Do y'all know why pyramids are next in Egypt and shit? Wherever you think Egypt is, do you know why they build the pyramids next to water? Did you know most of the world is made of water? Did you know you can run energy and water is energy and energy is, let's just keep going, reflection. Let's just keep it going. It all could be by design, but I don't know that though. I don't know that. There's some conspiracy theorists over there in my ear and shit. They in my, y'all better get out my ear. Y'all better get out my ear because I got, you get what I'm saying? Reflection. They always thinking of conspiracies. Talking about the world finna get better because shit, we supposed to be running off of water anyway because water is the main source anyway. Listen, reflection. I think that's what the conspiracy theorists are saying, but I don't even really know. I'm just telling you what I think because you know I
If
be listening
Canada
to shit
cuts
'cause I'm
off
nosy
the
as
United
fuck. Okay.
States, that would be called the find out phase. First of all the oil that comes in the United States from Canada would be basically removed from the market because they don't have another way to get it out of the country. So what happens when you take 4 million barrels a day off the global market? What happens to oil prices? Somewhere between 120 and 140 a barrel? Yeah. Gas prices, yeah, we would exceed that $5 average record that Joe Biden had. Yeah, we would go past that. And then you have this little problem here. See, these are all the states that get natural gas from Canada. Yeah. So in these states, it would be dark and cold. Yeah, and basically shut down for business pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, no electricity, no heat, in the middle of winter. That's just the energy. You know, what happened to the economy during COVID would pale in comparison to what would happen here. Yeah. But hey, that's what happens when you vote for people that don't know shit. You know what I mean? You just vote for random people that don't know shit. Like, Donald Trump doesn't know that.
He said, Donald, you didn't know they was gonna come cut off our fucking lights, did you know how they was talking about shit? I didn't know the extension had passed. I didn't know the extension had passed. They said, Donald, you didn't even know that they gonna fuck around and take oil off the market, and we may have to go back when and run off water when the air was more cleaner. Look what shit. Hold on, reflection. Wait a minute.
You know the
Let me
phrase
see
every
something.
dog
Let me
has
see.
its
Let's listen
day.
to this
I feel
people
like
because
that phrase
I
couldn't be more
probably I'm
true
probably
right
like
now for the
don't know
American
shit. Hold
government.
on.
Because America used to be this big giant bully that everybody was afraid of. And now I feel like we have exposed our flaws so much that nobody's really afraid of the American government anymore. I don't feel like the bullying thing is working anymore. The Canada is saying that they want to take energy away from the sources that they're giving energy to in America due to the tariffs. So I just feel like, our own citizens are rising up and other countries are rising up, and I just feel like, the bullying days of the American government are like coming down to an end. That's just what I feel like. I feel like that's
Girl, you feel like we need that oil, don't you? She said, y'all know we need gas. How I'ma ride this new Benz I can't fucking afford? I'm just playing. She said she needs some gas. We have been programmed to need the oil. We need the oil here. We
That's
need
what's
that
happening.
oil.
That's what we're
All
seeing.
righty then. Hit the like and
Because like the
subscribe
phrase
and say
says, you know,
some shit.
every dog has its day. You can't just bully people forever and just think that everybody is just going to continue to bow down and continue to go for it. There comes a time where people get tired of being bullied and the uprising happening.
Okay, so she said that Canada is over there uprising. Well, before y'all say that, do y'all want to know what's going? Y'all want to go to Canada? Y'all want to go to Canada or something? Let me show y'all what's going on over there in Canada, because folks in Canada complaining like motherfuckers.
This is baby formula. Costs over $70 for this baby formula. A sack of potatoes, one bag of potatoes, costs $9. These two items, just two items, almost $80.
And y'all talking about y'all finna take y'all ass over there to Canada. Talking about y'all finna go over there to fucking Canada. Reflection. Them folks in Canada got real problems. Let me take y'all. Do y'all need to go in the grocery store over there in Canada, baby? Do I need to show y'all? Y'all see, y'all be like, it's beautiful in Canada. They got free healthcare. It may take me 6 months to get to the doctor and shit, whatever, but it's free, Tariff. It's free. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about the whole time. You over here complaining about American shit. Hold on, wait a minute.
This is how I know Canada is officially going downhill.
So you get your ticket and
for deodorant. Yeah, we're finished.
I don't think you heard what this young man just said. And for everybody, you know, we everywhere.
Guys, peep this.
But listen, reflection, listen.
This is how I know Canada is officially going downhill. $16.97 for deodorant. Yeah, we're finished.
So you mean to tell me I got 20, I got $20 on me. I ain't got nothing but a little hot 20. Nothing but a little hot 20. I can't get nothing but deodorant up out of there. Maybe a little apple. Oh no, I can't go to Canada, reflection. I can't even stay the weekend in Canada, baby. Can I bring my own deodorant and shit? Can I bring my own deodorant? Because reflection, listen, he just said, I heard what he said because I was right here with y'all when he said that shit $16. He just showed us.
Going from $750 up to $1,300 this month. That's basically one whole paycheck of mine. What about putting something in for landlords that they can't jack up the rent that much?
Doesn't matter where you are in Canada, everyone's asking the same question. Why is rent doubled? Mortgages have doubled and down payments have doubled. And it's happened from coast to coast to coast to coast, everywhere in the country. And the answer is we actually don't have enough apartment buildings. And so there's not enough competition. If there were more apartments, you go to your landlord and say, if you jack up the rent, I'm out. I'm going to move down the street or move to the next town over. But the problem is in Canada, like last year, our population grew by 1 million people. And we built about 200,000 homes. We need one home for every roughly 2 people. So
Yeah. You think you got to watch other shit outside the country and shit. Don't think shit just sweet everywhere you go, reflection. Don't think, listen, they got free healthcare, but yeah, they got other shit going on too. You finna go over there and get you some $16 deodorant? You finna go get they ain't got forks and shit over there. I think it's illegal to even, don't quote me on that, but I think
Going from $750 up to $1,300 this month. That's basically one whole paycheck of mine. What about putting something in for landlords that they can't jack up the rent that much?
doesn't matter where you are in Canada, everyone's asking the same question. Why is rent doubled? Mortgages have doubled and down payments have doubled. And it's happened from coast to coast to coast to coast, everywhere in the country. And the answer is we actually don't have enough apartment buildings. And so there's not enough competition. If there were more apartments, you go to your landlord and say, if you jack up the rent, I'm out. I'm going to move down the street or move to the next town over. But the problem is in Canada, like last year, our population grew by 1 million people. And we built about 200,000 homes. We need one home for every roughly 2 people. So in other words, we would need to house 1 million people. We need at least 500,000 new homes every year. We're building not even half of that. So every year, the shortage of housing grows by about 300,000 units. And that empowers the land speculator and the land.
Hit the like and subscribe button. Canada said they got their own damn problems. They over there trying to fight reflection. They got some problems over there, Lisa. Listen, they said don't bring your ass over here because we already a shortage on, you get what I'm saying, housing and shit. We already don't think you finna come over here, baby, trying to get some free health care. Cause listen, we got bigger problems at hand. I think so, but I don't know that. I don't know
if this is being talked about on major network news right now, but I think it's worth knowing that the Canadian Postal Service is currently on strike, and the U.S. Postal Service is not accepting any packages or mail to Canada currently. I found out because I was at the post office today shipping out copies of my EP, and yeah, they were like, we're not sending any mail or packages to Canada. And I got more details after reading a BBC article.
Trump said, okay. Okay, then. You said you gonna turn off what? All right, I hope your family ain't got no letters and shit over here they trying to send you. They better listen, they better get ready to video call then. You better not have no important packages need to go over to Canada,
copies of my EP.
Listen.
And yeah, they were like, we're not sending any mail or packages to Canada. And I got more details after reading a BBC article, but it did not paint the union workers who are striking very favorably. Cutting through the negative bias of the article, some key takeaways that I found are that, one, the core of this dispute seems to be that the Canada Post wants to extend their service to 7 days a week by bringing in temporary workers. That's the key point. Canada Post isn't budging because they claim they can't afford to make the accommodations that union workers are asking for. And union workers maintain that Canada Post can afford to meet their accommodations and their demands without basically bringing in people for gig work to work the extra days. So it's getting ugly, and post workers who are choosing to strike are getting laid off.
Just think about your check in the mail and shit, and they talking about they finna go on strike. I'd be like, wait a minute, you better hold on there. You better listen. What if I got some important reflection? What if I ain't electronically did my W-249-6-1055 yet? Reflection, listen, that shit in the mail. They talking about they on strike and shit. Talking about this the wrong time for them to be going on strike. They know what time of the year it is. What I said, they know what time of the year it is. Shit. What if we, my email and shit ain't set up together? What about the old people and shit? Reflection. What they gonna do? Y'all talking about y'all finna go on strike around the first of the month, 15th shit. Reflection, listen, talking about y'all want to go on strike January and February and shit. All right then. Reflection. Trump said don't send no mail through their ass anyway. They already talking about they don't want to do our taxes. They don't want our taxes. They don't want our tariffs and shit. They talking about they don't want to pay and they don't want to abide by the border rules and shit. Okay then. All right. All right. I got some shit on my hand. I got some shit. What I said on my hand. I got some shit on my sleeve and shit because my hand behind my back anyway. Listen, Reflection. I got some shit hidden. I got some shit planned for y'all, baby. Listen, wait a second. Listen, Reflection. Did y'all know that though? Y'all trying to go over there to Canada and shit. Y'all like, fuck that shit. We ride with Canadians. I'm finna move to Canada and Africa and shit. And you get what I'm saying? And all your land and shit over here. But you talking about you finna go to Africa, back to the motherland. Reflection, where your mama from? Where your grandma from? Where great grandma from? Cause they went in Africa, but whatever. Listen, whatever. Okay, you finna get mad at me then. Okay, let's stick on top. Cause I feel like I'm finna upset some people. But all this shit go together. You talking about you finna go over there and you don't even know them folks got problems. Reflection, the post service on strike, rent doubled up. Ain't nobody got nowhere to stay and shit. Listen.
Their service to 7 days a week by bringing in temporary workers. That's the key point. Canada Post isn't budging because they claim they can't afford to make the accommodations that union workers are asking for. And union workers maintain that Canada Post can afford to meet their accommodations and their demands without basically bringing in people for gig work to work the extra days. So it's getting ugly, and post workers who are choosing to strike are getting laid off. And yeah, mail is basically not going into Canada, at least from the US as far as I can tell, because they were literally like in the post office, you cannot send any mail or packages to Canada right now. They're not accepting them. And the article itself claims that 10 million less parcels of mail have been sent since the strike began.
Reflection. That's why you gotta do a little research shit. Just don't look at that television and come up with you a conclusion and shit. Your ass gotta do a little pain.
There is a reason why we get our crude oil from Canada and why we don't get our crude oil from the United States. It's not as simple as, well, we'll just open up more reserves in the US. Our infrastructure here in Minnesota is not set up to refine crude oil from the United States. Let's talk. Minnesota gets the majority of their crude oil from the Alberta oil sands via the Enbridge mainline, which is the world's largest crude and
What she talking about? We are Americans, baby. If it ain't set up, set that shit up there. We are fucking Americans. What I said, we're fucking Americans. We don't want to hear what you can't do. We can do whatever. Set that shit up then. If it ain't set up, get it ready then. Because they said you got to the 20th and the 21st to get your candles and shit together. Reflection, like, hit the like and subscribe button. You over here with Tariff now. I'm a little trigger. I'm just trying to tell the Reflection they like me or do. It's due. The man already said it ain't no question when it's gonna happen. He said, listen, keep playing. Listen, Trump, keep playing with me. Keep playing at Trump like, well, what it is. Show me what you got then. Show me what you got then. It was something like that. He didn't say that exactly, Reflection. He didn't say that exactly, but he ain't letting up though. I don't think Trump letting up. He don't look like the type that's gonna let up.
The oil in the Alberta oil sands is what they call a heavy sour crude oil because it contains a lot of sulfur. The refineries here in Minnesota, specifically the one in Rosemont, is designed to refine this type of crude oil. Even in our neighboring state of North Dakota, the crude oil there is light and sweet. And in fact, Minnesota does not refine the oil that we receive from North Dakota because we are not set up to refine the type of crude oil that is extracted from North Dakota. Not only are refineries not set up to refine crude oil from the United States, there's no way of transporting the crude oil from the south or to the west to Minnesota, to the Midwest. We do not have a rail system and we do not have a pipeline that could transport the amount of crude oil that we would need to be able to function in society, right? Also, that would be very costly because we would have to put that infrastructure in. We would have to put in a rail system. We would have to put in a pipeline. The other issue is that the crude oil down in the south is pretty much tapped out. So we would have to go to the west, into the Rocky Mountains, in protected lands. So protections of our protected lands would
Listen, we Americans. I don't really think we ever gave a damn about protected land. But whatever, this is just alleged. I don't know though. I be reading history and shit, Reflection. Listen, we're Americans, baby. Get it together over there, Karen. We're going to be all right. We're going to go back to the fucking, if we can't do the crude oil, then we'll make a way. Get your ass by that now, River Girl. Get your ass by the Mississippi River. Get your ass by a big body of water or something. Yeah, don't you worry about that. We are fucking Americans. We're going to be okay. Don't you listen, don't you get worried over there. Don't you get scared in the beginning of the fight and shit. Don't you get scared because Donald said we're going to be fucking all right. They said what, Teresa? Donald said he's not worried, so what the fuck are you worried for? Don't you be worried, we got a plan. I think they say, who, Teresa? We got a plan. We're fucking Americans and don't y'all forget
on top of the fact that extracting oil from the Rocky Mountains takes an obscene amount of water that the West just does not have, which is why on the campaign trail, Trump had mentioned about turning on the faucet in Canada. That water would be used to extract oil from the Rocky Mountains. However, there's not a faucet in Canada to just be turned on, right? Also, we would have to have some type of agreement with Canada, which doesn't seem plausible if we're going to put a 25% tariff on all goods that are exported from Canada. Again, there's also no way of transporting the crude oil to Minnesota to be refined. We would have to build new refineries here in Minnesota.
Well, if we can't do the crude oil, sound like we need a new way of functioning then. Sound like we need a new way of functioning. If they want to keep the crude oil, then fuck it. It's more than one way to skin a cow, baby. Is that the same? More one way to skin a chicken or cow or something? Do you skin a cow? Maybe it's a chicken. Maybe it's more than one way to skin a chicken, girl. Don't you worry about that, girl, because why? We're from Tamaria, baby. We're from Tiamat, girl. We are fucking Americans. Don't you worry about that, Karen. Don't you worry about that. We're going to stick together. Get your ass by a big body of water. Get your candles and your matches and all that shit together since it ain't ready yet. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Get you a good supply of shit. You remember when everybody was going to get tissue and shit? Go get you some candles and shit. Go get you some solar lights and shit around that gear. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it because I think this is a new order. This is something new finna go on. Don't even worry about the crude oil in the system and all that shit. Reflection. I think we don't need to be worried. Do you think we should be though? Do you think maybe this one time we might should
as
worry?
well to refine the crude oil in the United States. None of this makes sense when we already have all the infrastructure in place to get our crude oil from Canada. It would be a huge tax burden if he were to implement these tariffs on crude oil from Canada.
What do you think, Reflection? What do you think? She spoke. She had some good points. I can't even lie, Reflection. I'm not going to sit here and act like she didn't have a good point or two now. She said, listen, this is serious. This shit is serious, and I'm not sure what we're going to do. I'm not really sure what we're going to do. Did y'all know all this shit is going on over there in America, Reflection? Did you know? Okay. Now, listen. Let's listen to some more shit. You hear me? Let's listen to some more stuff. Cause Karen, listen, you got me kind of worried. You get what I'm saying? You a public hazard. What I say, you a little public hazard. I think you a public hazard now. Cause you got the public all scared and shit. You got the public all scared, girl. Let's listen. Shit, you finna make me go buy some candles. You think they gonna come down here too? But I'm by the Mississippi River. I'm by the river, baby. So I ain't really worried about it. I ain't really too much even worried about it. Reflection, whatever.
We get 60% of our crude oil from Canada. All right. Now, if the United States is going to be energy independent again, we have an even tougher negotiating stance with Canada because we're not going to need as much of that crude oil when we start doing our own dance here.
Girl, you better shut. That's all. Girl, that's what she spoke like a real American, baby. She said, listen, we ain't worried about that shit. She said, I ain't finna put no words in her mouth. Listen to what she said.
60% of our crude oil from Canada. All right. Now, if the United States is going to be energy independent again, we have an even tougher negotiating stance with Canada because we're not going to need as much of that crude oil when we start doing our own dance here.
Listen, baby, listen. We got a whole plan behind our back. Our hand been behind our back for a long time. We ain't really worried about you cutting off no power. We ain't really even worried about no crude oil and shit. We've been trying to figure out a way to do this shit without crude oil. So listen, water is the main supply. I keep telling you that we got the longest fucking river coming through the whole United States. We ain't worried about it, baby. We not even really too much worried about it. What don't go through the United States? We got water all around this shit. So we not too much really worried about what the fuck you talking about. I think she was saying something like that, but not in those words. Because I ain't trying to put words in her mouth, Reflection. But she said, listen, we ain't even gonna need y'all. We gonna be doing our own thing in so many words. That's what she said, Reflection. What do you
For the second day in a row, Ontario Premier Doug Ford reiterated his threat to cut off energy supply to the U.S. in retaliation to Donald Trump's proposed tariffs.
You come and attack Ontario, you attack livelihoods of people of Ontario and Canadians. We're going to use every tool in our toolbox to defend Ontarians and Canadians across the border.
Trump responded to Ford's threat today, saying this.
Well, that's okay if he does that, that's fine. But the United States is subsidizing Canada. It's truly a subsidy, and we shouldn't have to do that.
And other provinces seem unwilling to withhold their energy from U.S. markets.
From the Alberta perspective, under no circumstances will Alberta agree to cut off oil and gas exports.
By the way, I won't threat Donald not to send.
Ooh, Canada. It's cold out there by yourself, baby. The rest of them said, They said, no. We with the new plan, baby. We with that order. I don't know what you talking about. Listen, you better get ready and cut off them couple states that you got to cut out. Cause listen, we got some more shit. We got some more shit planned. Sound like they ain't finna roll with Canada. Canada sound like he ain't got no alliance.
For the second day in a row, Ontario Premier Doug Ford reiterated his threat to cut off energy supply to the U.S. in retaliation to Donald Trump's proposed tariffs.
You come and attack Ontario, you attack livelihoods of people of Ontario and Canadians. We're going to use every tool in our toolbox to defend Ontarians and Canadians across the border.
Trump responded to Ford's threat today, saying this.
Well, that's okay if he does that, that's fine. But the United States is subsidizing Canada. It's truly a subsidy, and we shouldn't have to do that.
And other provinces seem unwilling to withhold their energy from U.S. markets.
From the Alberta perspective, under no circumstances will Alberta agree to cut off oil and gas exports.
By the way, I won't threat Donald not to send electricity.
The disagreement between provinces goes even deeper. Last night, Premier Ford said he is convinced Canada will not escape U.S. tariffs. However, François Legault cited his meeting with Trump last week in Paris.
And he told me very clearly that we can avoid those tariffs if we do what needs to be done with the borders.
Which is the focus of a new announcement from Alberta Premier Danielle Smith today, a team of specially trained Alberta sheriffs that will patrol the...
Trump said, listen, it's either my way or the highway, baby. It ain't no, you can listen. I'm right here at the crossroad. Listen, if you want to go left, that's fine. If you want to go right, that's fine too. But either way it go, this is what's going on at the fucking crossroad. Everybody, I don't try to run your ass over there to Paris because they already on this choo-choo train, baby. They already got their hand over here behind their back like the rest of us. I don't know what you talking about. I don't know what you got over there in your toolbox, but listen. Hey, listen. You can't bring no toolbox to a world fight, baby. You can't bring no toolbox over here to the America, baby. That's what he said, reflection. He said, listen, we got an eagle on our shit. We ain't got no turkey. We ain't got no rooster. We got the fucking eagle. We got the one that turned into a phoenix, baby. We got the one that ruled power and money. So we ain't worried about this shit. We ain't really worried about you cutting off no lights and shit like that. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, we got some more shit coming. Reflection. So listen, the rest of the other countries and shit, they like, listen, we with Trump. Listen, okay, whatever. If that's what you want to do, fuck, if you want to be at the border, Trump. If you want to have some Americans over there at the border, let them go to the border. We ain't got no problem with y'all over here at the monitoring and border and shit. But what's the problem, Canada? Y'all got bigger shit to fry. Y'all got bigger fish to fry. Why you over here? What? Just go with the move. Just go with the move. Reflection is always one person that don't want to go with the move. Or what do you think? Canada like, shit. Some people like, well, America, y'all bullies. We bully. They said we be bullying people, reflection. Because we trying to bring them to a new order and shit. We trying to become one. We trying to become, we all trying to rise from the eagle and become a phoenix and shit. And they don't want to do it, reflection. They want to stay as the scorpion and shit. They said, Tariff, what? Reflection, why Canada don't want, why they got to be the one to do some more shit though? Listen, I'm just saying, it don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense because y'all, deodorant is $16. That show y'all make bad decisions right there. Y'all make bad decisions. I see right now as a country, I don't think you make the best decisions. Not saying the United States do neither, but I'm saying y'all deodorant is fucking $16. What kind of economy do you got going on over there? The post service, don't nobody want to work for the mail company and shit. Don't nobody want to rent high as fuck, down payments, high lease. Listen, y'all might need to get on board with the Americans. I'm just saying, just think about it. Just take your ego out the situation. Everybody, you get what I'm saying, can't be right all the time. Just think about it. Just think about it. And some people like,
More than
no,
50
fuck
officers,
that shit,
K-9
okay?
teams, and cold weather surveillance drones to stop illegal cross-border activity.
If we succeed and maintain proper border security, I expect we will have a very strong relationship with the United States, as we always have.
That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do is get yourselves together. Meet the expectations instead of the additional threats. I'm going to go into it because he did some interviews specifically with CNN as far as saying that they're threatening to turn off the energy exports over to the United States of America. We need to be completely energy independent anyway, to be honest with you. We got the most oil, right? We really need to invest in American infrastructure, and to have a $100 billion trade deficit with Canada, while at the same time y'all flooding our borders, is absolutely unacceptable. And so I agree with Trump. Trump ain't even tripping. He's like, oh, okay, that's cool. If they want to cut us off, that's cool. If they want to cut their own selves and shoot their own selves in the foot, the Canadian economy is in shambles. Justin Trudeau, I just looked at a video of somebody that was yelling at him as he was coming into his car, and they said they needed to have an election immediately. And so, while I actually love my neighbors over there in Canada, because living in Detroit, I can literally look at Canada from here. I can see Canada from here for real. Like I'm looking at Windsor right now. I think they need to do the right thing. And I appreciate Trump for standing strong and being hard-nosed on it. And they understand what's going on. Let's see what they got to say.
There's another top Canadian official now taking Trump on tonight. Ontario Premier Doug Ford is calling for his country to use every tool in our toolbox, a direct quote, including cutting off Canadian energy to the United States if Trump.
So what do you think, reflection? Do you agree with him? Or do you think that shit? America on that fuck shit again. Y'all always think y'all can go somewhere and take over some shit, make somebody do what y'all want them to do. Or we like, listen, go on and get on board because y'all got bigger problems. We done already looked over there and heard what your people got to say. Your people already said, listen, y'all had me when I sent the deodorant was $16. I can't get past that. I ain't moving nowhere where deodorant is $16. Shit, reflection. You gonna be you ain't gonna be musty because really you're not supposed to just wear deodorant like that. Is what you be eating and shit. If you change your diet, okay, whatever. But I'm just saying though, for real though, reflection, that's too high. That's too high. Now I thought America we was in a recession over here, but oh my goodness, is y'all getting stimulus over there? Little stimulus checks and shit. Like how are y'all buying
Follows through
fucking
with
deodorant?
this threat.
How much is the
Warning,
toothpaste?
quote, the Americans are going to feel the pain as well. Premier Ford is out front with me tonight. And Premier, I appreciate your time. And I want to just start here with your proposal itself. What exactly does cutting off Canadian energy to the United States look like?
Well, first of all, Aaron, thanks for having me on. You know, that's the last thing I want to do. I want to sell more electricity, more power to our U.S. friends and closest allies in the world. But that's a tool that we have in our toolbox. We power over 1.5 million homes in Michigan and counties in Michigan and New York State and Wisconsin. That's the last thing I want to do. I want to sell more energy to the U.S. I want to sell more critical minerals to the U.S. Again, we're the closest trading partner, closest allies. We do $1.3 trillion of two-way.
That's something. Now you know you do $1.3 trillion. Why you gonna play? Sometimes that's how you know your ego could be in play right here. Now you know you can't afford right now. Now I'm not saying Americans are only source of money, but I'm just saying I don't think the country is well off enough to take that type of hit. I don't think so because shit. You first of all, you can't threaten me with some shit if I got another way to do it. You talking about well, I ain't gonna come to work today. Well, that's fine. I'll hire somebody else. Shit. I was thinking about replacing your ass any fucking way. So it really don't matter to me, baby. The whole time you think you doing good because you employee of the month. You think you just got so important that this company can't go on without your ass play. Act like you more important than the mission. Act like and see, don't they get your ass up out of there? Any job y'all have worked in reflection. We all know this person that think they got so big, like they just like they running shit around there, and they will get their ass replaced tomorrow. Let them fuck up and do the wrong shit. Let them get off script. Let them okay. All right then. Okay, you think because you got a couple of states up there that you supply power to that you get what I'm saying. The whole time, baby, you must forgot. We been knowing how to run shit off water. You just listen. We ain't forgot shit. We ain't forgot shit, baby. Hit the like and subscribe button, reflection. I'm just over here taking you a little shit, just a little piece. Just a little piece of something. Because I wanted to know really what y'all think. Drop in the comments to let me know. Let me know if you like Tariff or no. You must have been one of the people that voted for Trump. I told you, reflection. I was at the crossroad. I told you I ain't go left or right, but don't play with me, okay? They said they was like, listen, this y'all fault because y'all over there got his ass up in there. Y'all got his ass up in there, and now look at what he doing. Look at what the fuck our lights and shit finna get cut off, and he ain't even got in yet. They talking about they gonna cut our lights off the next day he in there. Shit, Tariff. Listen, what do you think, reflection? You think we should be worried, or you think some people just need to? You get what I'm saying? Get out that sheep mentality and become the GOAT, baby. Hit the like and subscribe button. You over here with Tariff. Everything is highly alleged.